Welcome back to the channel. Well, today got the buggy out. Gonna be sanding it down a little bit more. We did start yesterday. Left it out overnight, so a little bit of rain happened and got a little bit of rust, but we're gonna get back to it. I'll show you what we got going on, and that's what we got. So yeah, we started sanding it down with the wire wheel. Getting there. I think my next thing is going to be trying to get the front end off so I can get in there and book better. I'll still be able to roll it around. Hopefully I'll be able to just pick up the front end and push it back and forth to get it in and out of the carport. I got to start putting it in at night because with this bare metal, I left it overnight and just a little bit of water started to rust it quite fast. So definitely got to keep it in overnight until I get it all sanded down to be able to paint it so it don't get wet, because any water is just going to rust it, and it'll come off real quick, you know, but I don't want to have to spend all this time. It's taken a lot of time so far to just do what I've done. Spent a couple hours today too doing it. Haven't videoed too much, but get the video in and we'll see how far we get. I figured I'd kind of show you what we got going on and how I'm going to get the front end off. These tie rod ends, these outer tie rod ends are actually welded on, tack welded there. So I'm going to go to the inner tie rod on the rack pinion, these international tie rod ends, and I'm going to take those off to take the tie rods off of the beam, right? And then the beam is held on by those two, and then the same on the other side. You got those two and those two there, and the whole beam will come off. First I'm going to remove the shock, the tie rods, and then those 8 bolts across the beam, and the steering here. I was looking at it, and this U-joint here is welded on, so I'm gonna have to come up here, take that off, and the steering will come out there, and I'll just take the whole rack and pinion off with the beam. So I'm gonna get my tools out and I'm gonna start going with that. Yeah, so I'm gonna start taking off these shocks, just 2 bolts. This one here is a 17. Actually, that's tightening. What the hell I'm doing? Apparently it was loose. more. And rubber. See, that's shot. There's a whole rubber bush in there inside the shock. It's really just a dampener. Still fluid. I don't really know how to tell if it's good or bad. I know to look for like residue. I'd like to get some new Fox shocks for it or something. We'll see. See what happens. Oh, it's still out again. I gotta do something about that. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. That's gonna be is dying, so I gotta keep it plugged in. Kind of make sure you can see. It's perfect. So, we're taking that bolt and that big bolt off there. So we go, look for stuff and we achieve. Okay? We achieve. Now we're gonna test this stuff out, okay? This is not a sponsor, but we've got freeze off, okay? Might even take the warts off your nose or whatever you got. It says it works quick, but we're gonna find out. Okay? I didn't spray nothing on it yet. I've got the WD waiting. Okay, we're gonna try this first. Okay. Oh, look at this, eating the rust right out of there, right away. Okay. Okay. Not yet. Let's find out. Getting a way harder hit on it. right this side maybe. Damn. I think they're like... I cannot get a hit on them like that, man. Okay, what can I do? Freeze off didn't do exactly, so we're gonna do a mixture, okay? Just like the warts in your nose, some things are just complicated, okay? Well. Now she's greased up. Man. Maybe. Maybe that's the move. Put the nut on a little bit and just so I don't mess up the end of the threads. Really doesn't even look like it's started to budge. Snap the bar. Okay, we might just move on. We just might move on to the steering shaft quickly. Give me a minute to process that. Because, I mean, I'll YouTube it. That's how I do everything. Really, I'll call my brother. I don't know what he's up to, so. Well, really hope you enjoy me sitting here struggling. It's awful, awful. It's a lot of fun. Neither the freeze off or the WD-40 ended up working for me. Would you know that it would even take the warts off your nose? Well, we sat here, we beat on it, we've thought about it, we've came back to it. I've sat here and struggled with it for at least an hour and a half, if not 2 hours today. I know that they just pop out of there. I just gotta figure out a way to get it. Not gonna give up and do some research, and definitely gonna come back to it. But I hope you enjoyed me struggling for the last, 8.5 minutes or so. But it was fun, and definitely we're gonna learn something new. Definitely gonna do some research, and we'll be back at it. Okay, so I went ahead off camera and took off this lower part of the front beam. So now realistically the only thing holding it on is those two bolts right there. And the whole front end will come right off. I gotta get set up better. I want to jack it up. I'm gonna take the front tires off and then get situated, because the front beam is kind of heavy. But I'm thinking it'll come off with those tie rod ends and everything right on it. And I'll just look at that after the fact. I get it off. But here we are. We're getting there. Getting the front off. Gonna get it cleaned up a bit more. A lot of the rust spots, man, are already getting really nice. I'm excited. Making progress. Stay tuned. Well, got all the tools picked up for the most part. Got a couple little things. Extension cord. Close her up. It's not supposed to rain. I'm gonna leave it out again. I gotta get a big tarp, cover it up, because I'm gonna get it stripped down probably right here, and just try and figure out a way to move it back and forth, but we'll figure it out. We'll leave it here for the night. The sun's coming down. So here we are. I'm gonna sand it down quite a bit today. I'm gonna do quite a bit more. We'll try and get back at it tomorrow. Gotta go make some money tomorrow. But I haven't really messed much back here yet. Mostly up here. And try and work on finishing getting this front end off. I got the tires off and stuff. Got the lower bar off. It's just these two bolts on that side and these two on this side holding the front beam on. Haven't been able to figure out how to get these international style tie rods off. I'm pretty sure I just gotta hit them hard enough with the hammer, but hit my hand today pretty good with the hammer. So here she is. We're getting there. We'll continue working at it, see how far we get. Stay tuned. Thanks for stopping by.